All right. Time now is 11:55 a.m. in the morning on June 5th. Today I'm gonna study. I'm not gonna do any reviews. I'm just gonna study. I'm gonna go to Ralph's. I didn't even finish watching Top Gun. I watched half an hour and I ran out of time. So I'm gonna watch Top Gun. I'm gonna watch 4 episodes of anime. And I hope people start subscribing to me, because otherwise I would be very pissed. If I look at myself in the mirror right now, you would actually see how skinny I am. My arms are like sticks. But back in Hong Kong, I used to look a little better. So I need to really up my game. And yeah, that's all. And I don't want to focus on too many other things other than short film and studying. Like, I should just put my whole friendship and whatever things aside for now. Alright, it's 12:39. I forgot to mention a couple of things. First of all, I don't know if I've said this already, but a couple days ago, which was a Friday, Cindy told me that cockroaches have returned. And so Cindy and Jared have asked for maintenance and asked for fumigation. Which is a huge deal, because if the pest control people do come to this apartment to fumigate, this means I have to remove every single item in my cabinets. And that is a bit of an issue because, like, literally 2/3 of everything I own right now are inside the cabinets. So, or half of everything I own right now. My cabinets are stacked. This means I have to go to Amazon and buy a table ASAP and then put it like right beside my desk right now and put everything there. I don't know, it just tastes like a sandwich. It just tastes like a sandwich. It's just bread on all 4 sides. And it's just pure sauce. Like, there's nothing chunky or meaty in the inside. It's just sauce. I guess as a snack it's not bad. But it's alright. It's alright. I would give it a 6 out of 10. Alright, time now is 7:03. This is 50. Okay, let's turn this off. This is like 55 point something dollars worth of food, which is a bit lower than I thought because I bought a lot of stuff actually. Also, I brought myself 2 bags, but one of them was dropped and I didn't care to look for it. So this is a new bag, this is the old bag. Okay, oatmeal raisin cookies. Alright, next up, I got the Minute Maid fruit punch. As far as meat goes, I have completely destroyed, slid to a side, carne asada flap beef. And then I got chicken breast tenders, which is $10 for some reason. And then I got, for starch, I got the chicken and roasted garlic tortellini. Is there anything else? Nope. Alright, right here I got the ultimate king of kings of cereal, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We'll make a video on that. 3 carrots, 1 red tomato, a tissue box, because I need it. This is a frozen meal. That is a chicken tikka masala. Alright. Next up, I got smoked ham. And I also got I mean, I tried to not buy this, but I'm like, damn, I need cake. I want cake. So I'm like, chocolate fudge cake. I originally grabbed the cookies and cream, but I'm like, oh, I never tried this. So here it is. There we go, 55 point something dollars. All right, time now is 22:24, aka 10:24 p.m. Magic number. What can I say? On June 5th. So nothing important happened today. Cindy asked me if I'm gonna help her build a carpet at the patio, and I'm like, oh, why did you have to ask me this? And then I said, I actually don't really know what a patio is. Is it like outside the door, or is it like there, pointing to the balcony? And then she's like, there. And then she's like, really? What do you call it where you're from? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have that thing where I'm from. People don't have things like that. In Hong Kong, usually people just live in tall buildings. During script writing club, Aika did mention her plans to make her short film, and she said that her family will visit her in LA. Oh, wow, what? Apparently it's a common thing. And so in early July, she's not available because her family will be visiting her. So she's either going to do it like mid-July or like just like like mid-August. Hopefully late August, because mid-July I'm gone. But anyways, I'm drinking milk and eating cookies. So let's go. Calcium gang. I just want to say one thing. I always think to myself, you know, the first host seems so long ago, and the second host still seems so long ago, but the more time passes, the less far things are, the closer they are. I mean, it makes sense, but you know how if you think about events that happened 10 years ago and you think, man, that's so nostalgic? If I think about what happened to me earlier this year, in January, I look at the videos, man, it's a total different vibe. The whole house, the smell, the feeling of fear and insecurity, the large room, sneaking from the bathroom to my bedroom every single night after I take the shower. Like, I still remember those times, and it feels like so long ago. And it's not nostalgic, but it just feels so far away. And the second host, again, the smell, the Japanese woman next door, like the barking dogs, like it's a whole vibe, and it just feels like someplace far away. And it's just, I have so much story to tell when I go back to Hong Kong. Like I have so much to tell. I should just start a podcast, really. Let's just do that. All right, time now is June 6th, 12:27 p.m. afternoon. I just woke up. Yeah. I received an email earlier today regarding the pest control. They will not be coming on Friday morning. They'll be coming on Thursday morning, June 9th. And they also said, the email also told me to empty all the cabinets in the bathroom, because they're not only going to fumigate the living room, they're going to come to our bedrooms and they're going to go to our bathrooms, which basically means that all these fucking things are all fucking fucked. So some dude is fixing the sink right now. Huh. I can't make myself lunch, can I? Without using the sink at all, I managed to make myself a grilled cheese, and then I slid two slices of smoked ham underneath, and here we go. So not a grilled cheese, I guess, but sandwich nonetheless. That is a lot of bread. Alright, time now is 7:07. I'm back. This is $41 worth of food, which is a lot. So this and the food I just bought yesterday, it's 90 something dollars, almost 100. Absolutely insane, but it'll be worth it. First of all, bread rolls. Nice. Next up, actually accidentally dropped to the ground, but who cares? The cashier dropped it, and she was like, "Oh, sorry. Do you need a different one?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's okay." And she's like, "Really? Is it okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah. Who cares?" Soy sauce flavored ramen. Yeah. Let's put it here. All right. I painfully stuffed this into a small plastic bag, but cabbage. A box of salad for tomorrow night. Or maybe tonight, I don't know. I can't think of any good starch, so screw it. Chicken cutlet sandwich. I love these sandwiches, by the way. Alright, finally, I've been eyeing this for a long time, but mochi rice cakes. Yes. And good calories too. It's 100 calories per, so that's good. For meat, I'm like, okay, I got this, right? Pork slices, but that's not enough. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll buy this for one dinner and then this for another dinner, plus some side lunches. And boom, there you go, $41. Not bad. But I just had a very, I guess, nice conversation with Cedric. Short but nice. So I don't know how it began. And then I also told Marty I'm gonna come back to Hong Kong in the summer. Nick will come back too. Let's hang out. Let's have lunch. And I was so forward. Like I never do this, but I do this shit now. Okay, I do it now. So I told Marty I'll come back. Let's have lunch. And Marty's like, yeah, sure. But I can't have lunch though because I have work. So I'm like, okay. And then he said dinner is fine though. So I'm like, okay. And then he said let's dinner at Leia's place. Okay, so let me tell you who Leia is. I guess it's fine for me to say who is it now. Leia is Leo, but instead of Leo, it's Lea now because he is a woman now. So, I mean, I've already implied this a week ago, but I've actually learned about this in late December, and I haven't told anyone about it for half a year because I'm instructed not to. So I told Cedric, let's hang out, me, Natalie, you, and we might as well add Leo to the mix. And Cedric's like, oh, you know what? I think you should know this. Did you know? And before he could even finish that sentence, I'm like, oh well, Leo or Leah. Well, but I'm sure if I don't use her current name, she won't get mad. And Cedric's like, oh, you know already. Never mind. So that's awesome because I know earlier than Cedric did. I am such a freaking detective. I'm like the second person who's told this information. So, duh. But it doesn't matter. But Cedric told me how shocked he is, and I'm like, yeah, I was quite shocked too when I first learned this information. But it's what happened now, and it is what it is. And Cedric told me how he's shocked about, how everything's changed, how everybody's changed, and I'm like, yeah, like I deal with that too myself. For the last 2 years, I've always been battling this idea of people changing. People who you used to know, and then you come back, you see them again, and you don't recognize them anymore. You don't recognize me anymore. I won't recognize you anymore. We're all strangers again, pretty much. And it's okay because that's life. Aika's part of the ISF script writing club, and she's doing an internship, and she probably has an illegal job somewhere. And she's an international student. I'm kind of impressed if that's really the case. like, yeah, just acing everything. Just acing everything. I got the clubs down, I got my uni applications down, I got just every single thing. I want to do that. That's stacked. That's like having the netherite armor and golden apples and like everything, like swords and bows and crossbows, like full stacks of everything. Oh, I also DM'd Red on Discord. You know, I had to pick someone to DM. Which person should I DM and ask about the final exams for Film 31? So I picked Red because I want to just focus on him and get his IG. That is my goal for my final film class. And if that's the case, then I would have 4 harvests. So film class, I got Pepper, Thomas. Alright, I'm just gonna eat these. These aren't even peanuts. They're just nuts. They're just nuts. The Chinese woman gave me some. Alright, time now is 11:32 on June 7th. And I still kind of have to wake up early for Wednesday. And Thursday, to be exact, because of the Thursday as well, because of the exams. And then there's a fumigation, which, if it's still happening on Thursday, right before my Spanish final exam, then I don't know what the fuck should I do, and I have to start packing. Also, I realized that chemistry exam is Wednesday. Literally tomorrow. I literally have 1 day left. Even though I finished all the lectures, I'm still like not confident about it at all. Alright, this is a not permanganate solution. It looks a little red on camera, but when I poured it, it was purple. Alright. Doesn't taste very great, to be honest. It's the Minute Maid fruit punch. But I'll drink it, whatever. So, apparently there's no Spanish class today, meaning that the last Thursday Spanish class is already the last one. So there are tons of things I want to do in Hong Kong, actually, even though it's a whole month, not even a whole month, like 3 weeks of nothingness. There are still tons of things to do. I want to film my 2-minute no dialogue short. I want to help Pepper if Pepper wants to, but I don't know about her, man. I'm going to be meeting with a bunch of people like Natalie, Leo, Pink, Cedric, Leo/Leah, Tom, Marty, Nick's going to show up. I want to have lunch with Jordana because who cares? And I want to play badminton with them, go adventuring, whatever, you know, just as much as possible. I don't want to rigidly plan like, oh, you know, I want to have 3 meals with Natalie and 2 meals with Cedric. I don't want to plan like this. If you don't want to have lunch with me, or if you're busy, fine, who cares? I'm just going to pop off and just socialize and hang out with people as much as possible to the point of insanity, okay? Without any planning of sorts. Alright, quick update here. It's 4:17. Just received an email. The pest control treatment, the fumigation will happen on Monday morning. Honestly, I low-key wish it doesn't happen at all. I'm just gonna wrap it up today because a little bit later I'm gonna spend a hefty amount of time continuing studying. So I'm just gonna do revision on chemistry and then do the chemistry stream, and that's it. Okay, a small number of things happened. First of all, I Instagram DM'd Eric from my Film 40 class asking him about what is the Film 31 final exam, because I know he's in the Thursday night class. And he responded quite quickly. He said we can opt out of the final exam by asking professor a question. So I told Thomas this. Turns out Thomas already sent the question last night. And then Thomas said, you know what? You should tell Pepper. You should let Pepper know. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I also thought about telling Pepper, but then I thought, wouldn't it be fucking ironic if Pepper didn't show up last Wednesday? Theoretically, Pepper should also be curious on how the final exam should go down. And theoretically, she's going to ask someone. So let's see who that person is, you know? And obviously, she's not going to ask me, and I want to know that. So the only way to prove is to like not care, but then at the same time I'm a nice person. So at the end I ask Pepper, and I see like Instagram posts of her talking about her internship, and I hear Pepper talking about her plans to do internship, and then like I see the Instagram suggestions, you know, Pepper follows this account, Pepper follows that account, she has so many friends, and it's just like I feel like I'm going back to the 2018, 2019 days where I'm just like, I see people having a life and I just get jealous. Why do you deserve a life and I don't? What have I done wrong? And I kind of hate myself for it because it's my fault, obviously. Whose else's fault is this than me? And again, let's be honest here, I've improved so much. Like, right now, 1 week will not pass by unless someone texts me. It doesn't matter if it's a lot of text or a little text, but someone will acknowledge my existence once in a while nowadays, which is amazing because back in the days, people don't even fucking know I fucking exist. But now people do, but it's not enough. The standards are higher now. I need to climb even higher. It's like, this is the height I need to climb, secondary school, and I'm at the bottom, and then I start intensely climbing again and again and again, and I finally reach just to see that the height of the building is even taller, like 3 times. The real point here is people generally likes talking about themselves. And they enjoy being around people who let them talk about themselves. And that is actually kind of true, and I haven't thought about that. Jesus Christ, I need to write this down. I need to write in a notebook. For fuck's sakes. I need to write in a notebook. Suddenly, someone from Instagram DM'd me. So, last month, I went to the USC to watch Lanju, which is a Chinese film, and I met a guy there who is studying a film master's degree, who's also a Hong Konger, in USC, literally the best film school in the world. What the heck? I don't know someone like him exists. So I got his Instagram, yay. I thought this is the end of the story. I know the guy, cool. I thought this is the end. This is not the end. So he just DM'd me saying that on Sunday night, there's gonna be a dinner gathering organized by HKOS, which is Hong Kong On Screen, a non-profit organization formed in LA earlier this year or maybe last year, who is screening and showing these films. And somehow the guy I met at USC knows them, and then somehow he told me I can join too. So of course, given how desperate I am for human interactions, I'm like, yes, yeah, sure. Except the dinner gathering takes place at Pasadena. Bruh moment. But you know what? I get to not only hang out and have dinner with people, but also with a group of film lovers who are Hong Kongers. This is a chance I cannot pass. Alright, time now is 9:36 a.m. in the morning on June 6th. June 8th. Fuck. Oh my god. Um, um, but yeah, back to reality. Uh, fuck. I'm gonna also wake up like at around this time tomorrow morning because I also have a Spanish exam tomorrow, so it's gonna be hell. I'm gonna try to sleep super early tonight. As early as possible, like 3 a.m. Let's see if I can fall asleep at 3 a.m. Um, and yeah, today I'm gonna do chemistry exam. After the exam is over, let's say it's gonna be around 2 something p.m. I'm gonna just you know rest up and maybe watch a few videos for Film 40 final exam. And then at around 4 something, I'll go out. I'll go to Sandside Japanese Grill. I'll have a dinner there, and then I'll go to class, final film class. I hope Pepper shows up. Um, and then um, and then afterwards I come back home and I will study Spanish. Okay, first of all, squarish. Fuck! Stop dripping milk. Squarish cereal. Is it getting sloggy already? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so that's one of the downsides. But let's see how it tastes though. Cheers. Alright, so here we go. Nice chicken curry here, long grained rice. Let's try some long grained rice without anything. I prefer short grained. Okay, curry, however, not a lot of chicken. A lot of curry sauce, but like there are only like 3 pieces of chicken here, which is a bit disappointing. Let's eat it with the rice. It's not as flavorful as I hoped it would be. It says on the box medium spicy. It's not even spicy at all. It's not spicy at all. Like, this must be like a... I don't taste any spice. It's not spicy at all. Not one bit. I mean, maybe it's a little bit spicy, but it's so tiny it's negligible. It doesn't taste terrible, but it's kind of mediocre. I'd say this is a 4 out of 10. Strong 4 to a light 5. Alright, time now is 3:30. Yippee-ki-yay, just finished the last chemistry exam of my life. If nothing goes wrong, this should be the last chemistry course I'll ever take in my life. Thus, the last chemistry final exam I've ever taken. So, yay. It's not bad, nor is it great. It's moderately difficult. Some questions, they just really bug me out and I get super confused, and then I look at the question again and I'm like, oh my god, I'm stupid. Why didn't I see that? Alright, time now is 4:51. I'm a bit early. I'm gonna have a for real dinner. Final dinner for my final film class in this semester. So let's have it big and hearty. Let's have big final dinner, big satisfying one at the Sandside Japanese Grill, which is right here. You know what, since I have time, let's just go to this CVS. Because I truly have time. The sky today, man, it's so depressing. It's so cloudy and white and dull. It's interesting. I'm liking this new direction that LA weather is taking. Let's check this place out. Wow, CVS really does look like a CVS. Insane. Unbelievable. Let me take a video selfie. Reminds me of my first host. Disgusting. Alright, so we got here steak and chicken plate with rice, sauce, looking nice. $13.78, a little expensive, but you know what? It'll be worth it. It's the last time. I've never tried this salad before, so... This is the steak. Alright, time now is 5:43. I'm right on time. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad meal. It's huge, actually. I ate it all. Ate all the salad. I mean, alright, that's very strange. I just ran into Drenica, the Airbnb hostess of my last Airbnb. She didn't recognize me, but I definitely recognized her. So that's very weird. I mean, it makes sense because, I mean, it's this area, but like, wow. All right, time now is 9:55 p.m. It's a good ending, guys. Ladies and fucking gentlemen, it's a good ending. It's a good ending. I'm gonna talk more later, but in summary, today ended very well. Just a fantastic ending. Not fantastic, but a satisfying one, you know? It all came in full circle. Alright, so time now is 10:12 p.m. on June 8th. Holy crap. Holy crap, it's what an amazing day. Well, not amazing, but like I just didn't expect today to go this well. That's what I thought. So Pepper came out of the bathroom and you know, she's like, hi, and she's nice, and she said hi. That's fucking insane. So before I reconciled with Pepper, she probably wouldn't even say hi to me, but now she's saying hi. So that's that. So we talked a little bit. We had a brief moment of Cantonese, which is nice. Just nice. I love that. So I spoke to Pepper about well, we didn't say anything. We were just walking towards the classroom. But I don't know, what did I say? But it's just, you know, yay, it's the final class. You know the drill, the same stuff, you know. Like Pepper asked me, or I guess Pepper just told me about how she has an internship. She also told Thomas that in my heart, and I wanted to tell Pepper this, but in my heart, I'm like, you know, like, damn, advancing forward. Like, I wish I'm as aggressive and as forward-thinking as Pepper. Because Pepper's just bam, 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 bam. Get friends. Live in an Airbnb. Boom. Get into class. Boom. Get a job. Boom. Get an internship. Boom. Bam, 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 bam. There's no stopping. Make a new friend. Boom. Talk to this person. Boom. Join this thing. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And we also talked about short film a little bit, I guess. I showed Pepper my short film. I showed him, so Pepper asked Thomas about, how's your short film going? Because it's been a while. I showed Pepper my script, actually, like on Google Doc in my phone. Pepper held my phone and read it. And it's a little embarrassing because it's such a personal script. I wrote something really, really personal. So personal that you would think the protagonist is literally me, because the protagonist is literally me. Like, I originally wanted to play the protagonist myself. The protagonist is an international, it doesn't say international student, but an international person from Hong Kong, living in LA, having all these troubles. Literally me. And so Pepper saw it, and Pepper was like, wow, it's a little bit, it's fine, but it's a little bit 畫公仔畫出腸, which is a slang term for you're making it too real. Your story is based off of reality and you're making it too obvious. But Pepper said one really cool thing, and that is, if you're done with it, send me please. That's good. Pepper's asking me for something. That's good. People are asking me for things. That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And then I was, reciprocally, I said, well, if you're done with your short film, can you send it to me too? And she's like, yeah, sure. Pepper's short film idea is, takes place in a tram. I guess I'm not going to spoil much, but it doesn't really matter because you guys probably won't see it either. I guess things turned a little bit interesting during the break. So during the break, I didn't actually speak to anyone else but Pepper and Thomas. Just us three around the table, that exact table, and we just sat down and talked, and it was nice. And Thomas ate his microwaved plastic box of macaroni and cheese. I'm just happy. I'm just like low-key, like 2 months ago, 1.5 months ago, when I was at Thomas's apartment and it's just me, Pepper, Thomas talking around the table, and in my heart I'm like, we're all gonna break apart, this is gonna end, there's no hope. But now it's almost like the opposite. I don't expect myself to continuously hang out with Pepper and Thomas until the end of times, but now it's looking good again. It's just like a swing, it's just like a mood swing. Pepper mentioned that he knows someone who went to USC, who successfully got transferred to USC as a film major. And Thomas, the next thing Thomas says in reaction to that is, really? I want to speak to that person. Can you show me who he is? And Pepper's like, sure. And I'm like, I want to know too. And that's, again, I learn things. I observe and I learn. I'm a fucking sociopath. I'm kidding. /J. But I'm literally learning. Because of my extreme lack of social life, I lack the ability to do things like this. Oh, I want to talk to him. Let me talk to him. I want to talk. So given that, Thomas wants to talk, I want to talk too. Guess who that person is? That person is, it's Jorge. Well, who is he, you ask? Oh, it's so funny because I've never mentioned his name in my channel or in my vlogs at all. Never. But I know of him. I know he exists for months now. Here's a bit of background. Flashback to week 1, when I and Pepper first met, and Thomas didn't know Pepper yet at that point. Pepper gave me her IG, and I gave her mine. And I noticed that Pepper already has a boyfriend, and that boyfriend is Jorge. I told Pepper that I'm taking Spanish class, and Pepper said, oh, I know a friend who's also speaking Spanish, who's also a film production major. Okay. Then, at some point in the future, I checked the people list of my Film 31 class. Because there's a Wednesday night class and there's Thursday night class. And at Thursday night, Jorge is in it. And I know a lot of people are called Jorge, but it's the same last name. It's him! And when I saw his Instagram, I smiled, and I was honest. I'm not trying to pretend that I have never seen him before. And I said, oh, so that's your Spanish-speaking friend? And Pepper's like, yeah. And I said, oh, is he also in the Thursday night class? And Pepper's like, yeah. It's all fucking connected! So that's good. So now I have a reason to follow Jorge Instagram. Thomas like, oh, show me his Instagram. I want to follow him. I'm gonna text him immediately. So he's like, all right, class, I think that's it. Thank you. See you next semester. Are you guys sure? No more questions? Then yeah, that's it. And then he just started leaving, and we all started leaving, and it's only 8:50 something. Our class is supposed to end at 10:05 p.m., but it's 8:50 something. And then that's it. So at the end, people started leaving, and I'm like, oh my god, people are leaving. I want to network, I want to make more friends and speak to more people from my class. So at one point, so last Wednesday, me and Thomas spoke to Julius, who is a first-generation German, who is one of the more active students in this class. And I saw him speaking to Red, who is a skinny, tall, white person, also white, who is extremely active in this class and seems like a nice dude. At one point, Thomas and Pepper wanted to ask the professor a question, and I can just wait for them. Or I could quickly walk up to Red and Julius and just socialize with them. I already have Julius's Instagram, but I kind of want Red's Instagram. So I just straight up and asked. I straight up walked towards them. Oh, actually, before that, another white girl by the name of Ashley went up to me and was like, yeah, how are you doing? Last class, am I right? And I'm like, yeah, last class, wow, crazy. But yeah, I just left opportunistically. And when I arrived in front of Red and Julius, I could hear Red asking Julius, so, do you have, like, socials, And Julius is like, yeah, here's my Instagram. And Red is like, oh, okay. And it's amazing, because I'm going to do that. So I said, oh, wow, I was going to ask that as well. You have Instagram, right? Can I get that? Just trying to, hop onto this opportunity, And he's like, yeah, sure, So I gave him my phone, and he entered his Instagram. And turns out he only has like 60-something followers. I don't know why. It appears to me that a lot of Americans I know have even fewer Instagram followers than in Hong Kong. It's insane. And again, Pepper talked about how a lot of her friends are international students. And in my heart, I'm like, oh, of course. You have tons of friends, and they're all connected. And even Jorge knows a Taiwanese girl, by the way, which doesn't surprise me at all. But one of Jorge's Instagram posts is a photo of him and the Taiwanese girl. Exactly the girl I saw last Friday. It's all fucking connected. It's all fucking connected, I swear to God. It's all connected. And of course I'm like a little jealous, but at this point I'm numb. I'm numb to jealousy. Okay, yeah, you have 12 million friends and I'm a loner loser. I get it now, and I'm not mad anymore. I'm not sad about that anymore. In fact, I need to think the opposite. I have an objective now. I'm also going to be meeting HKOS guys this Sunday. Imagine in an alternate universe where I decided not to go to Lanyu screening. Or maybe I went to the screening but decided to not speak to anyone. If I hadn't looked at the guy sitting to my left and said, "Oh, you're a Hong Konger too," if I had never said that, this would never have happened. A small decision like that could change so much. If I hadn't texted Diana after I arrived in LA, I would never have learned about Potter. It's these small decisions that really make such a huge change. So in the future, I should really mind all these small decisions. All right, this is the chicken sandwich from Nijia Market. The bread is all soggy. It's been staying at the fridge for a while now. Hopefully it's still fine. Even though it probably isn't. Okay, how am I even gonna eat this? Fuck. Okay. Ah. All right, time now is 1:59. I'm gonna eat one of these Japanese rice cakes. Mochi, I guess. Apparently one of these has 99 calories, so quite nice. I know I'm supposed to not use fork, but who cares at this point? Not bad. All right. Time now is 10:09 a.m. in the morning on June 9th. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Spanish exam today. After this, I don't have to deal with Spanish for the rest of my life. After this Spanish exam, all that's left to worry about is the Film 40 cinematography exam. And then afterward, I'm done with this semester. It's crazy because this is the first time in my life since the DSEs when I had truly cared about a final exams period. When a final exams period really felt like a final exams period. Because my schedule literally altered because of this. So yesterday, I don't know when exactly was it. I guess it was before I left the apartment. You know, I saw Cindy, who was laying on her sofa and sleeping. And I thought to myself, okay, I don't want to just stare at her, you know, and then just leave quietly, like I always do. Let's say something. So, I don't know what I said exactly in the beginning, but I started this conversation, this small conversation with a question. Do you still have to study? I thought you were gonna study. Oh yeah, I said this. I thought you were gonna study. And she said, yeah, I'm just really tired, you know. I'm just so done with studying. And I'm like, yeah, me too. When is your exam going to be? You have exams, right? When is your exams going to be? Because she's studying like a master's degree in computer science right now. And you know, she has an exam on Friday. So she said, oh, it's on Friday. And I'm like, oh, wow. I have exams too. You know, I just finished my chemistry. So I don't have to deal with chemistry for my whole life. And she's like, haha, yeah, I get that. You know, I know how you feel because when I was younger and I did chemistry, I was pretty good at it, but I was just so bored by it. And I'm like, yeah. So you can tell from this conversation that I started it by asking her about herself, and I loop it back to myself and make a connection. And then it looped itself back to her. So I talk about chemistry and then she talked about her own experience with chemistry. So it sort of looped back. So I was really nice about it. I was really soft about it. I didn't DM him an entire paragraph. I just said, hey, I'm Pepper's friend. You know, I heard that you got into USC. That's so cool. Always say that's so cool. Like always find yourself a catchphrase. In LA, everybody has a kind of a catchphrase. Oh, that's chill. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's sick. You know, like always have like something to say. You know, like a comment. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. Thomas texted you, and I saw him texting you, and I thought maybe we can all like talk about it. You know, and he said at some point at 2 a.m. in the morning, he said, "Oh, I'm a little busy. Hi, I'm very busy lately, but sure, you know, I'm down to give you advice. What questions do you have?" And I didn't expect him to answer like this. Like, I just can't ask you right away in Instagram. I'd rather meet you in person. I've met the Taiwanese girl in person by accident, and I want to meet you in person too. But yeah, there's that. And I hope, I don't know, I really want to just like follow the Aika, Japanese girl, and other people like Rose, the French girl from my cinematography class, and other people. Just follow them all, and they probably won't follow back, but at least like, you know, at least if they show up in Film 32 next semester, which is not true because Rose is already in Film 32. I don't know, but Aika would probably follow back if I do tell her in the future, oh, by the way, I have an Instagram and I already followed you, which is kind of creepy. Don't you think? Time now is 1:38. I finished the final Spanish exam. And I fucked up a couple times. I really did. So the exam takes place on Canvas, and it's very weird because it's like a quiz, and then after a section of that quiz, you move on to the next section, and there is a total of 11 sections. And all right, this is the chocolate fudge cake. It just looks like a block of solid chocolate. Oh, all right, it's gonna be extremely sweet, but here we go. Whoa! Holy crap! Oh yeah, it's extremely sweet. Oh. Nothing else important happened. Jorge, the man from Panama, aka Pepper's boyfriend, I believe, has continued to speak to me, and he's really nice. I don't know if he's nice because I'm nice, but he's like, oh, cool, you know, like I told him last night, like he asked me what advice do you want, and I said, well, maybe I'll talk tomorrow, like, you know, I got final exams, and you know, I'm sort of, you know, stuck between, you know, and he's like, yeah, I feel you, yeah, me too, like crying emoji. It's just final exams and transfer got me stressed out, you know, and I'm like, yeah. Cindy was like, oh, I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, the movie you recommended to me. And I'm like, wow, really? And she's like, yeah, it's such a cute movie. It's so silly and nonsensical, but it also has a lot of sense to it. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's meaningful. It has a lot of like, you know, it's the raccoon scene. And she's like, yeah, the raccoon scene, oh my god. And she said she wants to watch it again. And she's like, oh, we all three of us, we can watch it together. And then Jared was like, oh, I want to rewatch Top Gun Maverick. And I said, oh yeah, I want to do that. I want to watch Top Gun Maverick too. And then Cindy's like, oh, let's watch together. And then to add to the conversation, I said, I actually watched Top Gun a few days ago, the original one. And Jared asked me, oh, how is it? Do you like it? And I said, it's kind of boring. And then Jared gave a really dramatic reaction, like, what? What? And I'm like, and he's like, why? And I'm like, it's just Tom Cruise and the boys, and they're just like flying for the whole movie. And then he's like, that's exactly what makes it so fun. And then I said, well, I still want to watch Top Gun Maverick though. And then he said, nah, you can't, in a joking manner, of course. And that's like right now, like honestly, if you take the person who I was back in last year, 2021, like late 2021, and put me in a social situation, I would probably be able to communicate and chat and have fun. But I will not have the social skills that I have today, that I've picked up from my encounters in LA. I'm learning things. Like